Good day! I am JOELLETT and am de la CRUZ.
I am LORGIL and LLERIN.
We will present an action research titled Project CYBERBULLIED No More.
Its contributions in reducing cyberbullying cases.
Years before the COVID-19 pandemic, the Congress of the Philippines passed Republic Act 10627 or the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013. It mandated that all elementary and secondary schools shall adopt policies to prevent and address the acts of bullying in their institutions. Section 2 enumerated the acts of bullying, one of which is cyberbullying or any bullying done through the use of technology or any electronic means. Back then, peer counseling was one of the strategies that Kapatagan National High School adopted to prevent and address cyberbullying. The times of our lives when organizing peer counseling sessions can be done without complexities, when there were face-to-face instructions, when we can get close to each other without worries and cares.
Here comes the COVID-19 pandemic. We have witnessed and are still seeing the many changes and challenges that it has brought. In the field of education, distance learning already becomes a thing. With the use of electronic means of communication, such as social media, group chats, and text messages, the surge of cyberbullying cases is a strong possibility. Last December 2020, the proponents conducted a pre-assessment survey on actual cyberbullying cases among senior high school students. Results showed 22 cyberbullying cases among senior high school students. An increase can be expected because survey was conducted 2 months after the start of the school year. Ours is a survival of the fittest world. There is a need for us to flourish despite the adversities that the pandemic has caused us. Like computers, we need to hibernate and refresh. It is the one of the ways to reprogram our minds so that we can think of the best solutions.
The new normal landscape requires a new way of thinking and direction. In doing this, we should look back to the mission statement of the Department of Education to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. As to the conduct of online peer counseling, previous studies can prove its possibilities. First is the study of Juncker, which was about an embodied conversational agent that empowers victims of cyberbullying by simulating peer support. Second, the study of One Ali, which was about the development of an anti-cyberbullying interactive video, which increases youth awareness about cyberbullying and the ways to prevent and tackle cyberbullying cases. LORGIL and I, after careful deliberation, conceptualized an innovation, Project CYBERBULLIED No More, which is designed to help the silent victims of cyberbullying through online peer counseling. We believe that the efficacy of this project must be studied very carefully, and the best resort is to research.
Project CYBERBULLIED No More is an online peer counseling innovated by the proponents for the future benefit of the Supreme Student Government of Kapatagan National High School. The following are the domains. Domain 1. Isumbong mo kay Mr. Cyberbullying Terminator. Domain 2. The Awakening. Domain 3. Chit-chat with Mr. CBT Terminator. The project also includes the Mr. Cyberbullying Terminator's confidential files and a recording of all the transactions, documentations of Mr. CBT, and a Google link that is under the direct control of the SSG advisor. This study aims to determine the contribution of the Project CYBERBULLIED No More on reducing cyberbullying cases. This study sought to answer the question below. How can Project CYBERBULLIED No More reduce the cyberbullying cases in Kapatagan National High School?
The purposive sampling was used because it is the most appropriate design for the study. The 22 cases during the pre-assessment survey were considered as the participants. Later on, they answered the interview questions on the contributions of the project in reducing cyberbullying cases. The researcher-made interview questions were aligned with the research question of the study. After the validation, the researchers sought the approval of the school head. Observing the health protocols of the government, the survey form and informed consent were disseminated to the respondents. Researchers' contact numbers were provided in order to attend to clarifications and queries. In the data gathering, the proper code of conduct and health protocols were also observed. After the approval of the research proposal with the Division Research Council, the researchers immediately conducted the study with thorough documentation and proceeded to the analysis and interpretation of data. To gather information and facts, the researchers transcribed the interview transcripts of each participant verbatim with the help of an English teacher. The information and facts were then categorized to explain the contributions of Project CYBERBULLIED No More in reducing cyberbullying cases. Project CYBERBULLIED No More can reduce cyberbullying cases in Kapatagan National High School because it serves as an information hub, helpline center, and go-see site. As an information hub, it can enhance one's knowledge on the consequences of cyberbullying, instill ideas on what to do in case of future occurrence, and enlighten about the nature of cyberbullying. As a helpline center, it can offer reliable support for depression and embarrassment. As a cozy site, it can give relief and comfort to the difficulties encountered. The researchers highly recommend the inclusion of Project CYBERBULLIED No More in the General Plan of Action of the Supreme Student Government and Child Protection Policy of Kapatagan National High School. In addition, future researches on incorporating interactive videos and an embodied conversational robot-like agent which can simulate online peer counseling are also highly recommended.
Thank you for giving us an opportunity to share a study.
Keep safe, everyone.